Hello, and I hope you're doing well. This is the MCM Hunter, and I am excited about today's video. I was turning on the good old YouTube, and I saw this pop up, and I said, let me do a live reaction for it. So, this in this video, it's showing a realtor basically touring one of Beverly Hills's best mid-century modern home. And so I want to take a look at this, see if it's Beverly Hills's best mid-century modern home, but also kind of critique and look at the furniture, see if it's, kind of my style, and then, offer my tips. So let's get into the video. Let's get started. Right off the bat, I'm liking her cars. I see a, what was that, BMW that she pulled up in?
So here I am.
A Rolls Royce. So I like the two cars in the garage, but let's take a look.
I'm on Summit Drive in Beverly Hills. I'm here to meet realtor Josh.
Woo! Look at that door. Amazing door, amazing door. Really cool. I like the panel to side beside it. So far, starting off to a great start.
Flag, my good buddy, who's going to bring us inside and show us a mid-century modern time capsule. This house has not been touched since the early 60s. First time on the market in 60 years. Let's go.
That's what I like to hear. It hasn't been touched since the early 60s. Look at those lines on that house. Just to give you a little background, I think the house is listed for $6 million. So, if that influences it positively or negatively influences it, just by looking at it on the outside, I love the house. I personally couldn't pay $6 million for it, but love the house, love the lines on it, love the vibe. Look at that front chandelier there.
But I mean, look at this door to start out with. I mean, not wait to see this house. Hi. Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
I think I don't know who the architect is or the sculptor on the door is. Never mind.
This is so up my alley already. I'm freaking out over the door.
This is actually a Dexter Frankel door.
Of course it is.
Dexter Frankel please leave a comment down below if you know of Dexter Frankel's work. Please show me, if you can, some other of his items. But just leave a comment down below if you've heard of that artist, and if you know where some stuff is that we can purchase.
I was saying, this is, oh my God, I'm gonna freak out. And then look at the,
that's sculpture.
Oh my God.
You've got the stained glass. You've got the chandelier that was designed by the guy who did the cathedral downtown in Los Angeles.
Oh my God.
I do like the chandelier. I think that's one of the coolest parts, honestly.
Serious?
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of art in this house, but also built into the house.
Yes. For example, the Dexter Frankel piece.
Oh my gosh.
Another Dexter Frankel, one on the wall. I really like Dexter Frankel, actually. Please let me know in the comments down below if some of his work's available for purchase. Not saying I'll be able to purchase it, but I do like the work by Dexter Frankel already.
Fireplace. I mean, it would be very hard to remove it, but that is original to the house. It would be very hard to take this out. But wow. How cool is this?
Oh my God, it's pretty incredible. And of course, it looks so great over the fireplace.
Yes.
And
I do love that cabinet piece right through here. I'm not sure what to call it. I guess it's a credenza or like a whatever it is. I just like the panels on it, and I like how long it is. You really don't see long pieces of furniture like that. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drawers on it, which I think is super cool. But yeah, and I like the shag rug or the carpet already. I think that's going to be a cool piece throughout the house, hopefully, but liking it so far. Really am.
Thank God that, your friend who lived here for so long never updated any of this.
No.
Because, look at the marble.
Travertine.
This is so 60s.
Yes, it's so good. Everything is perfect. And look at this Everfield's carpeting. Look at the pile on this.
I just want to touch the little pom-poms on the top.
I mean, do you know how expensive this was when it was done?
Oh,
I mean, this was
thousands.
The carpet does look really cool. And I will say sorry if you see some ads. I am going to mute those. And then I will talk through those ads, and then we'll go from there. So sorry about that. So far what I've seen in the house is essentially loving the lines of it, loving the curves of it, loving the designers of it. I'll pause that. I haven't really seen too much of the furniture as of yet. And so we'll hopefully see more of that going forward. So let's get back into it.
I'm matching the couch.
Yes, you
this
are.
Is like,
You fit perfectly.
not planned.
You fit perfectly.
But look how big the couch is. See,
so all
such
the
a
furnishings
big
were
room.
done by Paul Ferrante.
So done by Paul Ferrante. I do like how it's separated in the middle like that. I do think that the furniture is a bit, how do I say, like French inspired. There's more, I wouldn't say gaudy, but it's more elevated rather than, you know, just a normal mid-century modern that I'm used to seeing. There is you can tell it's pretty expensive in there. And I do like the artwork up on the walls here, these two pieces. But I think it's just not our traditional mid-century modern, which I would have liked to see more of. But like I said, I didn't buy this house. It's not my house. It's not my design. I do think it's cool, but I would have liked to see more of the mid-century modern, you know, classic kind of simple design on it.
60s.
Oh my God.
Like you could tell the difference between cheap mid-century things and expensive mid-century.
Exactly.
Everything was the highest quality.
Well, if she hadn't changed it in 60 years, she's
because
still
she
very happy
remembers
with
writing
it.
the checks. You know, she remembers what she paid for it back in the day. Yeah.
Okay, I'm seeing wood paneling,
Yes.
and I see something that might look like
Isn't that mid-century modern just straight wood paneling on the walls? I think that's cool. But
door.
Yes.
I bet there's a bar in there.
Of course.
Okay. Yep.
look at that bar hidden behind the door that you press open. That is very, very cool to me. I think the house in itself is super cool. But, you know, I'm still on the fence about some of the furniture, but I think the house, the natural design, the elegance of the house is really amazing.
Yep.
Step down bar.
Step down
Oh
bar.
my God.
Look at the old veneer, the wood panels and the veneer all over everything with the bar. Step down. It's the 60s, baby. That's where things were cool, in my opinion. That's where things were made different, and that's where things were elevated. So, love the house. Let's keep looking.
See, this is the martini era.
Isn't that
You
fact?
know,
Literally.
like bars were in every home in the early 60s, right?
Look at the stain. We missed it, but there was stained glass on the bar ceiling. I thought that was super cool. But look how open it is. I mean, I do like the open concept. I do feel like houses back in the 60s and 70s were closed in a lot. But look how open this looks. I mean, you walk into like the living room here or whatever, the foyer here, open breakfast room, and then the dining room. And I'm guessing the bar is here and the kitchen's back here. So just so far from what I see, it's open. Always look at the angles, angling down. Look at the open concept, and look at like the windows, letting all this natural light in. I like it.
How to live.
They knew how to live.
And
Well,
then
one
this
thing I
Dexter-
can't get my eye off of is this brutalist sculpture
Yeah,
panel
this is-
here.
As brutalist as it gets, this is Dexter Frankel.
Of course it is.
Dexter Frankel again. I mean, I am a fan of Dexter Frankel. To be completely transparent, I have not heard of Dexter Frankel until this video, and I've liked all his work. You know, the door was made by him. This brutalist sculpture piece was made by him. The sculpture piece on the wall was made by him. So, Dexter Frankel, you're the man.
You
Look
could
at
make
everything.
this your you know, because obviously TVs were not the biggest thing in the early 60s in your rec room.
Right.
But you could put
You could put
this
a TV
could be
here.
your media center
But
now.
it's totally.
Yeah.
You could live in this house today.
Absolutely. Oh
The
my
kitchen.
God.
Well, I mean, I don't think you really have a choice. Like, the house is $6 million. So, if you're tearing that $6 million home down, you know, more power to you.
Look at the floor.
Look at the floor. Look at
This
the
is
clock.
flashback floor.
Look at the clock.
Yeah, the floors are cool. Like these red floors or oranges.
Bill
like-
Tiggins
That is really cool. And then yeah, the clock is cool. Veneer with the subway tile countertop, so to speak.
1960.
Oh, wow, built into the wall.
Built into the wall. This
Oh,
is
I
probably
love
a
it.
St. Charles kitchen. And look
Oh,
at
yeah.
this Toastmaster. This is like the Beverly Hills Hotel, the coffee shop. Look at this.
Look at this. This is
Fabulous.
space age.
That's really cool. Built in, that's probably original Toastmaster built in. They really don't but they don't design things like they used to. There are some cool things that they've designed in the future, but they're taking inspiration from things from the past, and that's why this stuff is amazing.
Oh my God.
This was the cat's meow when it was
And to
done.
think that this was never taken out after all these years.
I know, isn't
Everybody
that
wants to
incredible?
update all the time.
Look at this Toastmaster.
I love it. I'm so
Awesome.
impressed with.
Look at that, like what is that called? Not foyer, but patio. Man, that is so cool with the curve. I wish the bricks across from it was more like, I don't know if that was, I wish they had more mid-century modern vibes to them, but the house is really cool.
How pristine this house is. Dining room.
So then we have the dining room. We have this Montevidere, incredible dining room set. This is
Montevidere, is that what he said? Love the chairs. Love the chairs. Not a big fan of the cabinet in the back right and the wallpaper, but I love the chairs. And it looks like that has like that ivory line through it. Not exactly sure if that's ivory. And if it is, then you technically wouldn't be able to sell that, right? Because ivory, you can't sell anything with like real ivory in it. So, but love the chairs. I love the red on the chairs. And yeah, that's probably my favorite piece in this room so far.
By the way, you can't really sell this today because this is actually ivory.
There you go.
I'm also freaking out over how incredible this piece is.
Yes,
Again, with the
that's also
brutalist.
Dexter Frankel.
I mean,
Dexter Frankel is the
Yes.
that is
perfect for this room.
And all and
If you
Paul
want something,
Ferrante
get
did
some
the
Dexter
house
Frankel.
back in the 60s. All this is the original, literally the original from the 60s.
Looking right out over the street too, which is so nice.
Looking out over Summit Drive
Yes.
in Beverly Hills, one of the best dresses.
Summit Drive in Beverly Hills. How about that?
So now
6
we're in the
million.
backyard. And you've got this
6.6 million.
incredible
Right down
pool
there.
with the diving platform.
Ooh.
Isn't that incredible?
That is a
diving
cool
platform.
shape. The vibes are cool. Not sure if I'm a big fan of the furniture.
Look
And
at
look at all
that.
the
some
fountains. You
really
have one.
cool- sorry, I would have some really cool like vintage mid-century modern pool chairs, maybe some, I don't know if Pearsall designed anything like that, but definitely some Knoll outdoor chairs, something cool to elevate with, some different colors, just to elevate the vibe on the outside. I think the house is really cool, but I would just maybe add a little bit more to elevate the mid-century modern theme on the outside.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fountains.
That is insane.
Fountains up there going down.
Oh, and look at this.
Oh,
It's
really
round.
cool.
Oh, I love.
I'm probably going to skip through some of this because it's not that interesting, but
Paul Williams.
look at that view. Look at that curves. Look at those lines. I think the lines on this house is really, really cool. Like I said, I would have more mid-century modern, classic modern lines and furniture from the outside, but that's not my house, so but liking it. I like it.
You've got this incredible pool with the diving platform and then the 7.
Yeah, talking about the pool, let me move on. I kind of want to get back to the house. Skipping through the ad now.
Jesus.
Isn't this incredible?
Yeah, let me skip through and hopefully get back to the house. Talk about the outside, the water fountains, which is cool. Not the water fountains, but the actual fountains, which is cool. Little outdoor grass piece. I know that's really not that important, but it seems to be covered and hidden, which people love.
I mean, they've been out here for 60 years.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if that really gives that mid-century modern vibe. I think it's more like French. French, kind of aristocrat type vibe. Still, house is amazing. Furniture is amazing. Not a knock on the furniture, but I think for mid-century modern, it's like a gray area. It's a gray space between the two.
It looks like there's some kind of birds on it, but it looks Moroccan almost.
Well, definitely looks Moroccan, but the colors at night, this must be stunning because in the day it's really stunning. Cool. And it looks like there's like little birds.
That is a really cool chandelier, by the way.
Birds?
Yeah,
birds.
They're
where would who did the chandelier?
The chandelier, I don't know who did it.
But that stays with the house? Yeah.
This does not stay, and the Dexter Frankel bird cage over here does not stay on.
So
her Dexter Frankel must have been really cool, but I hate to see that neither of those two items stay. I think those are two pivotal items for the house. But the chandelier is amazing. And then the bird cage, from what I can see on the lines of it, Dexter Frankel, he can design some things. So let me see if it's possible to buy something Dexter Frankel, because that's becoming one of my favorite designers.
This is not staying.
No.
Yeah, I would take that too.
The owners are taking it with them.
But the point is, you could do something like that.
Oh, sure.
There's going to put any kind of.
Yeah, you could, but it'd be good to have that original
chandelier here and be amazing.
Absolutely.
This is what I think these houses were built to put some kind of a fantastic chandelier there.
Absolutely.
Because you can see it in, because the windows are everywhere.
Look at that bird cage, Dexter Frankel.
So you see this big hedge here. This wasn't here before in 1961. This was the driveway going up to the Ron Coleman estate. Yeah.
Really?
Okay. Let me skip through and find some more stuff detail in the house, and then we'll go from there. So
next door. They changed it over time. Isn't that great?
So it looks like this is the bathroom.
This is like you could also take your bathtub. They must have been very shy because they didn't want to be seen in the bathtub.
Exactly. And look at the Cheryl Wagner sink.
So it goes back to saying what I was saying a little earlier. I feel like it's more of a French-inspired mid-century house rather than like mid-century modern design to it. Still think this is amazing furniture. Don't get me wrong. I would just say it seems to be more French or more, and I would say the 1800 inspired design on the furniture. And let me know in the comments down below if you're totally wrong, you don't know what you're talking about, but that's just my opinion going forward.
Look at that Cheryl Wagner.
I know, I saw this earlier. This is amazing.
Yes. This was the highest quality of its time.
I bet.
I mean, Cheryl Wagner is still
but
today.
You know what?
Yeah, and I don't doubt the quality is probably amazing on this. It really is. And it seems like she, or whoever the owner was, kept it like really, really nice. I mean, especially, you're spending thousands and thousands of dollars on it. But I just, for me personally, I would like to see more like Herman Miller stuff, or more Knoll or Adrian Pearsall, or the Brutalist series, or things like that in this space, rather than the French kind of design to it. But still amazing house, amazing furniture.
This wallpaper I thought was flocked when I first, but it's
no, it's
actually
not flocked.
Padded.
It's padded. It's not flocked.
Wow.
Padded wallpaper, how about that?
And then we have the primary suite, which is equally as fabulous, as the rest of the house.
Yeah, that is very interesting. I do like the side tables though. Not a fan of the bed, not a fan of the lamps, not really a fan of the colors.
Unfabulous
though. But yeah, I wish she would have had more simple, minimalist, more of the exposed legs on the wood, mid-century modern style. But this still is a beautiful house.
Because this carpet it's
all Edward Fields carpeting.
True wall-to-wall carpet. I mean, coming
Fields
off
carpeting.
of the other carpet from the living room, it all connects.
I'm gonna skip through a little bit because you know we're getting long on time, but look at that closet. Walk-in, beautiful closet. Walk-in bathroom. Still, like I said, more of the French design rather than mid-century modern, but all that's, you know, it's to the eye of the beholder. If you love what you love, it can fit in any type of design of the house. I would have personally liked to see more of the mid-century modern furniture inside, but still amazing house.
The pandemic flipped.
Well, some more ads, but and I don't know if I'll blur these out or not, but I do like the house. I think it's amazing. Like I said, I wish we would have had more true MCM furniture, but I like the house. What does it matter? It's not my house. I think the house is amazing. Just wish it had more of that oomph on it, you know? The video's getting long, so just skipping through, kind of trying to get towards some highlights.
And now we're going into this fabulous den, right?
Or this like den over here, which was a bedroom before.
One of the bedrooms.
Now
and
it's
then,
used
of course,
as a den.
Great Plattner table.
Great warm Plattner table.
Table is amazing, and then as you can see, just peeking. They don't really talk about this. This Herman Miller 𝐤𝐤𝐬𝐿ounger chair right here. This is the vibe I would have liked to see throughout the whole house. You know, this type of stuff, you know, and this type of furniture, a lot more Herman Miller, you know, inspiration, a lot more Pearsall inspiration, but you know, it is what it is. Still a great house, still love the furniture, still think it's amazing. High-end quality sets throughout this whole piece. But I wish we would have had more of like this inspiration rather than kind of like I think it's more like the French or kind of like the Moroccan kind of Gothic inspiration on the house.
And again, just everything is just with these ceilings, very mid-century.
Ceilings are amazing. Still, if you have an angle in your ceilings, I am super jealous. But you know, on to the next.
And then look at this. This reminds me of
my
childhood. Look at the old.
Oh, they trimmed it with fringe and sweet.
Yeah, the fringe is very like Moroccan / French vibes to it. So, you know,
kids' rooms for sure.
With the 2 twin beds.
Look at this. Look at the wallpaper.
You know, you can put twin beds together like that. Like, is that a thing? Is that fashion? Like with one uniform headboard, 2 twin beds? Didn't know, but yeah, let's keep watching, and then I'll give you. Please stay tuned. I'll give you my final synopsis on the house and what I think about it.
Oh my God, this is like the same. This is amazing. Oh my God.
This is before it was Rite Aid.
We still call it Thrifty.
We'll always call it Thrifty.
Oh, okay. This is such a thing. Thrifty.
The ice cream.
Not Rite Aid, not CVS. They're like in a house that's not a lot of.
Saint Laurent. Magnums.
Look at this.
Ooh, keys.
Could be a magic, you know, keys.
Lining on the drawers. Everything was lined.
Everything is lined. All right, Josh.
Well, that completes our.
That door is amazing.
It was just so much fun.
I hope you had as good of a time as I did.
I really, really, really did. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh my God, I love this house so much. I'm so glad that you're representing it. Okay? Bye.
So, final thoughts on the house. Number one, house is cool. House is amazing. Loved everything about it. I think just from the lines, the edges, the curves, the ceiling, the lights, everything was cool. Like the carpet, I just feel like some of the furniture wasn't really mid-century modern. That doesn't mean it wasn't good furniture. Doesn't mean, you know, it wasn't quality. I just think for me, I would like to see more like period, like I said, Adrian Pearsall, you know, Bertoa and Jewel, that type of vibe to it, especially with the door like it is, the paneling. and everything like it is. And I think that is why I would have preferred a different style. Doesn't mean the style that they have is incorrect, but me personally, I think, you know, that would have elevated it to keep it more modern, keep it more simple, and kind of had the cool wooden style throughout. I think it can, to me, it just seems a little complicated inside because there is some of that influence in them, but there's some other influence, and I don't really know what it is that they're going for in regards to furniture wise. But oh, with all that in mind, still a beautiful home, still beautiful furniture. 6.6 million. Any of you, all of my viewers, if you want that, you can take that away. I'm pretty sure there is a description in the body of this original video, but unfortunately on my end, this is the end of the video. I just want to give you a true, raw, uncut look of what I'm thinking for in the background. But if you can, please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and like always, peace.